Hello, welcome to a very rainy Spain. They say the rain in Spain falls mainly on me at the moment. And just like that, the rain's gone and it's very, very hot down here. Today what we're doing is we are loading just outside Alcoy, which is up in the mountains here. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going, so we've got a collection here and then we're going up to Barcelona. Well, made a bit of a mistake there. I came off at that junction and the place I want is on the other side of the town, so I'm going to have to get back on again to dual carriageway and get off at the next junction. I could see the industrial estate and it seems to be around the side of the town, so I got off at the first exit, and there's a weight limit going in that direction. You must have to go through the town if you go that way, so hopefully this way will take me, so I've gone past the town and now this way will take me back in from the other side. It's quite a substantial place, so I just come off at the wrong junction. We all make mistakes. Now this is the building on the right that I want, but this isn't the right road, so I'll go around the corner. There is a loading bay here on my right, but it's not the right road, so I'm going to go around the corner and see if I can find an office or something. Still can't see an office. This is all the same building on the right, so I'll see what I can find. Oh, there's some people here. I'll jump out and ask them. So I'm on a bay and these people send stuff all over. I mean, all over. Don't fancy that one much. Nice enough young fella here. We're collecting 19 Euro pallets, which, as I've mentioned before, they go 3 across the trailer. But as 3 doesn't go into 19, we're turning the last 4 to the square so we don't have an odd pallet standing on its own. And there we go. Nice enough guy that. Practicing his English on me. Very good. And we're on the move again. Back on a dual carriageway, heading up to Barcelona. Now, funnily, somebody put a comment on complaining that I talk too much and they just want to enjoy the scenery. But I'd just like to say, if you don't like to listen to me talking, you can turn the volume down and the scenery looks the same. Anyway, I'll let you enjoy the scenery and I'll bring you back when we're nearer Barcelona. Welcome back and welcome to Barcelona. You can always tell because it's always busy. We're heading towards Zona Franca, which is the big port industrial area on the south side of Barcelona. Flipping heck, that's some sort of hole. Now the actual place we're going to is Zao 1. There's Zao 1 and Zao 2. They are like little secure industrial estates inside the industrial estate, if that makes sense. But you'll see when we get there. Zona Franca is a massive industrial area. It's got a container port, the fruit market, the fish market, and the ferries go out of here as well. It's huge. Now we want to go straight over this roundabout, which I think is where those tankers are going. But there's like another gate that you have to pass through, which can be a pain if they're going to be going in there. It's a big roundabout, but I'm trying to get the back end of the trailer around so that people can get by me at the back, so I'm not blocking a roundabout. The trouble with this is that we have to go through this other security. So this is going to take forever. Change of plan. What I'm going to do is go round the roundabout and go in the other end of this industrial estate. There's another gate at the other end, so I'll go round and because this goes into the container port as well, as you can see. Oh, hold on to your teeth. What I'm going to do is go down here and go left at the next roundabout, because then that takes me into the same industrial estate but in the other end, and then I'll figure out where I am from there. Zona Franca is mostly on a grid system, so it's not too difficult to figure out how to get into it wherever you're going a different way. There are some new places that have been built on reclaimed land, so like this one, that are sort of not quite on the grid system, but if you go onto Google Maps you can see how it works. This entrance doesn't look so busy. Must be because that was the container and the tanker end at that end. So what we have to do is go up here, and when you get to these barriers, a little ticket will come out, like a QR code on this ticket. You have to take that with you, but there is usually somebody hovering about if you're not quite sure what you've got to do. But obviously it's going to be on your left hand side. So just like that, you take your ticket, and there was a guy there helping pass me the ticket up. But take your ticket, but take it with you, because wherever you go, you've got to give them the ticket so that you to validate it to come back out again. So this place is big, but there's a lot of warehousing here, groupage warehouses everywhere. So you kind of have to, I think that's why the security is so high, because I'm guessing that some of these will probably be bonded warehouses or something, but there is security all over this place. So let's get me bearings and figure out where the warehouse is that I need. Bear with me a minute. I think I should have gone around, turned when I came in the gate. I think I should have turned at not the first one, but I think I want to go left here. I'm just come in the other gate, and so I'm kind of it's not making sense, but I know, yeah, this is it. There we are, that's the one we want. There we are. So I'll jump out and go and see if I can find a body. This is the little ticket, and you need to give it to wherever you're loading to validate before you can get out. Well, I've had to sit to catch up with my break and everything. Made a cup of tea, and we're going to make a move. That was a result. That was well organised. It doesn't matter which of these places you go to on these estates, this one or ZAL 2, you need to get that little QR code validated. I'm not exactly sure what they do, They must put it on the system somehow. But when you get to back to these gates, you just put it back past the scanner and it lets you out. I think it's so people can't just come in and park. They have to be coming in to go to somewhere. Well, I'm not a fan of Barcelona normally, but that was definitely a result. I'm really pleased with that, so let's go and fight with the traffic and head towards France. Always busy Barcelona, especially this side because of the industrial side, but yeah, always busy. So I'm going to concentrate and I'll bring you back when we're going in to get some diesel. Welcome back. I cut a lot of that out because it's just traffic. I just switched the camera off. It's just traffic all the way up. We are now into Figueres. We've come off at junction 3 on the AP7. This is another one, if you've seen my videos before, of the huge diesel areas. So all around this sort of northern Spain, there's these massive diesel bunkering areas. You'll also notice driving around here, there's big concrete blocks to stop people parking everywhere, because it just blocks up the whole estate. They have got a parking area at the back, which I'll show you in a minute. Because what happens is people don't get diesel, but they still park all the way around this industrial estate and block the whole thing up. They don't get diesel, they don't use the facilities, they don't use the cafe, and they park all around the estate and just block the whole thing up, rather than use the facilities. And there's no charge for parking, but once you've got your diesel, so it's like a complimentary thing for their customers, but people just block the whole thing up. As you can see, this place is huge. So there's 6 lanes this side, there's another 6 lanes the other side of the building to my left, and they've built another 4 lanes in front of me there. That those you can see there, they're new. But all of the lanes have got pumps each side for diesel, AdBlue and red diesel. Oh, I never counted those 3. So there's another 3 there as well, they're new. That building there is like a little shop. You can get your basics, tin food, ham, chicken. The place on the left is showers, toilets, that sort of thing. And if you see the gate on my right here, that is parking. This company's parking. Once you've put 200, I think it's 200 litres or 300 litres of diesel in, you can park for free, but it is secure parking. And then you go in, park, and then come out. But the exit goes around the parking, so you might I might be able to. All it on the right here is their actual customer parking. You can walk out the parking area, and just outside, around the back here, there's a bar, restaurant, and it's okay. It's secure. It's a nice place to have a overnight stop. But if you're on a longer break, there's not a lot here. But you can walk into town if your feet are made for walking. But it's clean, it's tidy, and secure. That's all you need. So we're heading up towards the border with France. Being a border area, it has a very transient population, which means that if anything happens, it's very easy for them to get away. So it's not a great area to park, because if anything happens to your load or your diesel or anything like that, it's very difficult for anything to be done about it. So saying that, I've got about an hour and a half left that I can drive, but I do not want to end up on the side of the road in a lay-by in this area. So I've come off at junction 2 just on the Spanish side, and this is, you've heard me talk about it before, a place called La Jonquera. I don't like this area, but there is secure parking. One of our drivers, Neil, and some of the other low loader guys, they have to clear with customs in this area, and Neil has told me that there is a secure parking area that's very safe, so I'm going to make my way to there. Now, I have said before, the amount of people that I know that have been broke into in this place is unbelievable. They're generally not after the load here. They're after your passport, your wallet, your diesel cards. They're after what's in the cab. And it's so difficult to trace anybody that's done that. But then you try getting home through the borders, through the peages, without a card, without any money. I mean, you can buy anything in this place. There is loads of bits and pieces for the lorry. There's loads of knockoff sports stuff, you know, all that sort of thing. I mean, there's clubs along here, there's bars, there's restaurants and everything, but you need to be in a secure parking area. Don't park anywhere that is not secure, does not have some sort of security. Now, I know there are other drivers that will be watching this and listening to me and saying, oh, you're being over dramatic. Well, that's up to you. But to be honest, if by being over dramatic it means that I enforce a sense of security in somebody, I'm quite happy to. Two of my colleagues that I can just think of off the top of my head got done here. Manchester Mike, who was a giant of a fella, and Swanee, they both got done here, and the hassle for them to try and get back to the UK without anything, like I said, nightmare. So I value my security. I value the security, though it's not my lorry, I value the security of the lorry. I will not park here unless I'm in security. You want to go and walk around the shops and that afterwards, yeah, that's grand, but make sure you left your lorry safe and all your stuff is safe. So when Neil was telling me, I think the low loader guys, they clear somewhere here on the right hand side. I'm not sure because I've never done it clear in here, but he was saying that you come to the last roundabout and it should be over the front here on the right. I mean, Neil is an absolute giant of a fella. Lovely, lovely man. So if he wouldn't park here without security, I'm sure I'm not going to. And I think this is the place he was talking about here. Let's figure out how to get in here. Go to the barrier and take a ticket, he told me. So I just climb over the other side again to get my ticket. Oh, there we go. Just find somewhere to park where my head is not downhill. Plenty of space here. And plenty of room to manoeuvre as well. Now my fridge is not running, but I see they allow running fridges as well, which is always a plus. Well, I'm going to go over here and then I'm going to go in and get some dinner. What Neil was saying to me is if you take your ticket in, get some dinner, you get a discount on your food, or so you get food instead of paying for parking, and then when you come out you just go in and put your ticket in. But I'll bring you back in the morning. This will do me for now. Morning and welcome to the south of France. South of France sunrise, no less. It was pretty simple to get out that parking. You just put your ticket in, put your receipt for your food in, and it registered it, and then you just used your ticket to get out the gate. Pretty simple, really. Stunning view coming past all these sunflowers. Gorgeous. I hope you've enjoyed this week's journey. I'm going to head up through France now, leave you with some pretty views. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe, ring the little bell, you'll get notifications of when I post again. Give us a thumbs up, leave me a comment, it's great, lets me know that you're still there. Take care everyone.